Can you share with us early childhood memories and how they shaped you?
Oh my gosh, if you're going to get me talking about my parents, I might cry. They're both not with us anymore. They My
Oh,
dad passed away in 2015 and mom in
oh,
2020. But I tell you what, I was so blessed to have them growing up because they were both accomplished. They were both very active in our lives, scout leaders and active in school and all that kind of thing. And they both were writers. And so that informed my writing. They inspired us to do music, to do activities. And I think the most profound thing that they taught me and all of us was how to solve problems. Like just say there was a broken radio. Instead of going out and getting a new radio, we would fix the radio. We would take it apart, see what was wrong, and fix it. So they instilled in us this sort of can-do attitude. There's always a solution, which is what I love about On Passive, because that's Ash. He's a solution-oriented guy. He doesn't, if things come in his way that are challenges, he just says, we're just going to go through it or over it or around it, or somehow we're going to never stop and we're going to solve this problem and we're going to move forward. And so my parents taught me that early on. And also the concept of leaving it better than you found it. And meaning it, just say you come into a situation and there's some, or even a room, and it's, there's some debris there or whatever, to try and leave it cleaner or leave it better. Or if someone is sad, you lift them up and leave the situation better than you found it. So my siblings and I want to set up a foundation with them so that after On Passive gets going, we can start coming together and saying, okay, what things can we help in the community? And they all live in different places, but as a whole, like, is there a school that needs help? Is there a library that needs help? A playground needs to be repainted or something like that. I want to be able to do that all over the place, so we'll come together and say this needs working on, and as a family, as a group, we can do that. And then I have the wider family of On Passive, obviously all over the world, where we can do the same thing. So my parents, I just feel very blessed. They were wonderful, loving, smart, kind, giving people. And I was very fortunate to have them as parents. Thank you for asking about them. I love them so much.
wonderful sharing. Sorry to hear about your parents. They are no more, but they are in heart always. So this is my new channel, a digital station with Waseem, and I recently started this short Friendly Talks with Waseem. This is my first live session of Friendly Talks with Waseem. Before, all sessions were recorded, so this credit goes to Jeanne Alleva, ma'am.
Yay!
So, so ma'am, what are some of your favorite activities or hobbies growing up in the western suburbs of Philadelphia?
Well, it's funny because the things that I did as a young person, I mean, I was in sports. I did all of the arts. I mean, painting, drawing, theater, singing, playing in a band, uh, designing logos. I kind of did everything that was creative, and I loved it, loved it, loved it.
Mhm.
And I did a lot of that into my adulthood. And it was only in, say, the past 10 years or so that I had to put that aside to care for my parents, to care for my in-laws, and just reprioritize. But what I'm really looking forward to when On Passive gets going is revisiting all of those, all of the arts, writing songs again. I know I've written a few with Renata Girgic from Croatia. She and I mean, I can imagine doing more projects with her, so that
Yes.
there's just all that creativity can
Yes.
come out again. And I want to see everyone be able to do that. So that's another part of my dream, is to have like a big studio community center where people can come and paint and make music and do whatever brings them joy. And because I think it's a very healing thing. And we don't get to do it very much because we're all in our jobs, taking care of our families, and we don't have the time to do things that might seem like they're not as important because they're not maybe bringing in money, or not that much money, right? So I'm very excited about the potential of what On Passive is doing to free us up to do whatever our dreams are, our joys are. It's going to be wonderful.
Great, great. So you are so creative and lovely song Freedom. I really enjoyed this.
Oh,
So I hope we'll see many songs from your side, new songs, new and passive song, new positive songs. So so ma'am, how has your family influenced your personal and professional life?
how have they influenced it?
Yes, your
My
family
oh,
in personal.
they well, I'm it's funny. Well, there's a couple things. You got them supporting me in whatever I wish to do, but also in my immediate family, sometimes the decisions to support family kept me away from the creative pursuits. So sometimes you have to make difficult decisions. Say my corporate job provided stable income and benefits, which the family needed, but I wasn't always able to go and do all the creative things. So it's like a support and a responsibility. And I'm lucky that I have people that I can say for most of my life, I've had people believing in me and saying that I was, say, good at the arts, right? So some people want to be in the arts and are always told they're terrible, that you're awful, you are terrible at drawing, you shouldn't do that, but I didn't. I had support and love, but I also had that you're great at that and you can do that, but it's not a job. It's not going to, you can't fully focus on that. You can't dedicate your life to that. So there's like this mixture of support and also challenging. Does that make sense?
No, yes, you, you're right. You're right. So, ma'am, what values did your parents instill in you that you still hold dear today?
Well, like I said before, that idea of always improving, always leaving things better, being honest, being kind, being giving, uh, being always looking for a way to make things better, um, and never giving up on projects, always working together as a team. Oh, so many. I mean, I could talk for hours about my family. I'm very fortunate because I'm very close to my family, even as an adult. Like my siblings, I have two brothers, two sisters. We are very close, even if we don't talk to each other all the time because we live in different places, but we're very on the same page. We love each other. We support one another, and um, I think not every family is like that. Some people have challenges with their brothers and sisters, people that don't believe in them, and like say even with On Passive, you might have, just say I'm a mom. I could be totally into On Passive, but everybody else in my family thinks I'm crazy, right? A lot of people have that. I'm very fortunate in that my daughter and husband, they don't think I'm crazy, but they don't really understand On Passive, but they I think my enthusiasm lets them know that we're not quite sure what it is, but we're really hopeful, and we support you and that kind of thing. So I've considered that a really great thing, because some people have people being very cruel to them. And anytime you really believe in something, anything, and someone that you care about ridicules you or mocks you, it hurts. It really hurts. So we're very lucky to be in this huge global family. Like, did I ever think I would have a friend in Pakistan? I mean, or in, all the different countries of Africa, in India, everywhere around the world. And we really care about each other. And we are all on the same page. We all believe in On Passive. We all believe in this unbelievable movement and dream. And that's huge. I mean, everything else aside, even if On Passive, even if we never saw a dime, how valuable and precious and beautiful the blessing of this global family is. It's because I don't think anywhere else in my life do I have people like this. I have good friends and some very, very close friends, but not, it's different. The people in On Passive are cut from very, very beautiful cloth. And it's very extraordinary to spend your time with hundreds and hundreds of people who have good hearts. It's very healing and a real blessing to me.